The days are warming up. Oh, I've just said it was nice outside. That means more time at the beach. It means short sleeves instead of long sleeves, maybe no sleeves, maybe less than that. Are you being smart about getting a skin checkup? Our very own Dr. Sandra is here to put you through the ABCs of melanoma, a very, very serious killer.
Like, it's so in style to be tan nowadays. I'm just like, guys, come on, just embrace your pale.
What started out as a spot on 18-year-old Michelle Long's leg turned out to be melanoma.
I have skin checks every 3 months. I get PET scans and CAT scans every 6 months. I had like 7 or 8 surgeries and then a month of immunotherapy, which is similar to chemo. And then, well, now I'm better, but I have some pretty wicked scars from it. I tell all my friends, and they're like, I have this mole. I'm like, you should get that checked out. You really should.
All right, what this is all about is melanoma, the leading cancer killer of young adults. Just this week, the Mayo Clinic reported the incidence of deadly skin cancer has gone up 8 times in women under 40 over the past 4 decades. Here with more to talk about that and to talk about the young girl who had that case is Dr. Sandra Lee.
Hi.
So 17 years old,
yes.
This young lady was. And she just had a little spot on her toe, right?
Yeah, and one of the things is that she persisted. I mean, she really had the spot, and she actually saw her main doctor, her primary care doctor, and they kind of poo-pooed it. They said, oh, I think that's just a wart. We'll leave it alone. But she actually really thought there was something wrong, and so she pursued it. And she found out that it was a melanoma. Because, you know, we don't think that it happens to somebody so young, but it does happen to young people. Actually, the highest incidence, the population, is people under 40. Or
Under
in their
40.
40s, yes.
Okay.
So, you know, that's what's so devastating about this, because it's really a disease or a cancer of younger people, where they're really in their prime of their life. They have young kids who are dependent upon them and things like that. So this is really important. The reason that they think that we have this great increase in incidences of melanoma is because of tanning beds.
Tanning beds?
Yes, because there's a greater increase in young women than young men, and that is sort of almost like a rite of passage for many women. I mean, even myself, before I was a dermatologist, I've gone to a tanning bed, and it feels good to go in. You look good when you come out. It's sort of like a relaxing sort of thing.
But Dr. Lee, are they no more safe than the sun?
They are potentially worse because it's more concentrated sun, certainly where you may not have sun where you are, and you never know what strength the bulbs are either. And actually, yes, we want to talk about this. This is the things you want to look for. Asymmetry. When one side, if you draw a line and you can't match the sides, that's what you might want to think about. Border, uneven border, when you have really a bumpy border, and color. If you have multiple colors in your moles, that's something you need to bring to a doctor's attention. And diameter, bigger than the head of a pencil eraser, we say, bring to the attention of a doctor. And also, importantly, evolution. There's something called the ugly duckling sign, where people may have a lot of moles, but say you have one that changes, they shouldn't change like that. They should all really be growing with you, or when you get to a certain age, maybe late 20s, 30s, you really shouldn't be getting new moles, nor should they be changing and becoming funky looking, you know.
And because of the tanning bed phenomenon, there is no real part of the body that is immune to this, right?
Sure, sure. Absolutely. I mean, well, melanoma can occur anywhere. Bob Marley, he died from melanoma in his toenail, and he's African American, and it was in his it was in his toenail, and that's how he died, because he didn't really think about that. You know, you don't think about that maybe in African American, you don't think about that in your toenail. It can occur in your eye. In fact, you can get melanoma cells in your eye.
Okay, just so I understand, so it's just not sun exposure then? Melanoma is caused by other things. Well,
it can be. There are certainly factors involved, like a family history, being light complected. Certainly, sun does play a factor, but it plays a factor more so in other non-life-threatening kind of skin cancers.
And if we haven't gotten everybody's attention yet, then let's do it this way. How deadly is this form of cancer? I have heard that it's one of the most deadly.
Yeah, well, this is what I like to say. When you catch melanoma early, it's entirely curable. It's almost always curable. But when you catch it late, it's almost always incurable. So that's the point.
All right.
If you see something, you need to go in.
Get to your dermatologist.
That's right.
Get to I go every 6 months.
Okay. Yeah, you told me you were going to do a body exam right here, right?
No, we weren't going to do a body exam.